Who can give me the best home value? And how about these home valuation tools like Zillow out there and Redfin and Realtor.com and Homebot? All these different portals out there that provide these AVMs, these automated valuation models, right? That could be delivered right to your inbox, or you could pop on one of their websites and take a look at it real quick. And that's the bottom line. It's real quick, it's real easy, but is it real accurate? That's the million-dollar question, right? And which one of these are more accurate? Which one would you lean on more? I know a lot of buyers and sellers, when I come across them, they're all looking at Zillow or Redfin. They seem to be, in my opinion, probably the more accurate ones out there, or Homebot. Homebot is one that I use personally, and I have my clients set up on that. And what I like about Homebot, again, it's looking at all the same data that all of them are looking at, but it's the delivery of that data that I like with Homebot. Homebot also delivers a lot of information about the property, and it's giving them information like what their interest rate is, in case they forgot, what the home balance is, the loan balance on that property. There's an amortization calculator on there, a mortgage calculator, if you will, that they could look at, put in different numbers. Maybe, what if I pay $100 extra a month or $500 extra a month on my property towards principal? How much does that save me in interest? And how many years will that shave off my mortgage, you know? So fantastic tool. It can be very motivating when you start looking at these numbers, and you can see how much you actually really save when you start paying just even a little bit more each month, okay? So those are all on Homebot AI. But getting back to all the portals out there, I would lean more towards Zillow and Redfin, in my opinion, okay? But again, don't use them as, you know, the Bible, okay? You really want a good real estate agent when it comes to really getting the valuation on your property. I'm going to share with you some of the differences why. Again, the portals pull sold data. That's it. They don't look at things like pending escrows. They don't look at active listings. These are the ones you'd be competing against at the time. When they pull this sold data, it could go back as far as 6 months. A lot can happen, and you know, in this volatile real estate market that we've been in for the last couple of years, things could really change in 6 months, even 3 months. We want to look at things even up to the last month, really, of what's happening to get a real value on the trend of the market at the time, right? Another thing that they don't take into account are things, yes, sometimes the lot size, sometimes the square footage of the home, bedroom count, bathroom count, and all those kind of things. That's really probably about it at the end of the day. That's going to be as far as they go. But when we look at lots, there's lot size, yes. How much of it is usable, right? Maybe you've got grade down the back or going up, you know, and only half that property really is usable, where some of the other comps, it's all usable, right? Views. Let's take a look at the views. What kind of view do we have? And I know a lot of those are subjective, but come on, let's admit it. If we've got a nice beach view, Malibu beach view back there, it's going to look fantastic, and that's going to bring a lot more money on that property. What about mountain views or cityscapes? Those as well, right? Also things like condition. It doesn't really look at the condition of the property. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you landing? Are you a 1 or 2? Hopefully not. Or are you more like an 8, 9, or 10 on this deal? Are we looking like we're a new home, ready to go, hit the market, right, and hit it right? So it doesn't take that into account. So you got condition, you've got lot size and particular dynamics about that property, views, things such as views, okay? Another thing, like let's go into a community that's kind of a grid style community where, you know, the homes are all kind of lined up straight on the street, right? And they're kind of stacked on top of each other in a lot of these tract home communities. Tract homes are pretty darn easy to run the comps on, right? Probably the easiest out of them all. Much more than semi-custom or custom. But let's say we've got a house staring right at another house across the street. You know, you walk out your front door, the guy's backing around the garage, they come out of their front door, they're looking at your front door, that kind of dynamic, right? What if you find a home in that community where there's a lot right across it that's completely, there is no home? Maybe it's a mountain, or it's just a view, or some really pretty foliage and trees, right? Which is great. That's great for value add on your property, and you're probably going to get more parking there where your guests could park, because 5, 6 different cars could park on that curb right there too. You know, there's no house right there. Little things like that can add up to a lot in a community like that. So, so we've got lot size and dynamics, we've got views, we've got condition of the property, right? And we have other things like upgrades. We want to look at upgrades that you've done in this home, interior and exterior. Maybe you've added a swimming pool in the backyard and a hot tub. Zillow doesn't know that. These companies don't know that you put that in there. What is the value on that? Is it a small pool, kind of your basic pool, get it in there with a little bit of hardscape? Or is it something like over the top, just to the nines, you know? I mean, big, beautiful waterfalls and grottos. I mean, is this the kind of pool that's going to cost, you know, somewhere around $100,000, $200,000? Or are we looking at, you know, your $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 job? So these are things that a good agent is going to come in there and take all of those things into account, okay? So again, at the end of the day, yes, the home valuation tools are great for a quick little number, you know, in the ballpark range, perhaps, but definitely not for sure. We need to get a human in there. We need to get a realtor in there that's going to leave all the algorithms and the AI behind, and they're going to come in with their knowledge. It's everything they've got in these 6 inches here between the ears, right? They're going to come in with their knowledge and their skill set, and they're going to come up with a real valuation on your property, okay? After that, after we've developed that property valuation, now we need to come up with a pricing strategy on your home. How are we going to price this home in the market? What is the market doing right now? Are we in a seller's market? Are we in a buyer's market? Or are we right at a neutral market today, right? We need to figure out which one we're in and how we're going to respond to that with a pricing strategy on your property. So this is just another thing a good agent is going to be able to share with you and be able to put together for you, okay? Hope that helps, and we'll see you next time.